Good afternoon. Boy, do I got some wild news. There are reports of that train being on fire before it got to East Palestine. How long before, I just found out off of CBS Pittsburgh. On my street. The video is from the street I live on in Salem, Ohio. Former location of the train depot I worked at when I worked at Conrail that the 1997 derailment took out. And sent the office trailer in front I was working at flying. About 18 miles or so before East Palestine. I don't know the exact mileage on the railroad. There's mileposts everywhere, so it wouldn't be impossible. It's on this street. The video's on this street. We're going to be passing by there. Then we're going to go to the hot box detectors. And I wore my crap shoes. I wore the Skechers instead of the Vans. Bought them the same day. The Vans are like new. The Skechers are just coming apart. So there's a little shoe
approaching a railroad crossing.
So we got the Waze Works now because we switched phone companies from TracFone to Consumer Cellular. I got the GPS glove compartment because TracFone just didn't get anything. So we've been running off of Google Maps, which is more reliable with a crap phone signal. So you'll see the buildings down here. Butech Bliss is on the left. You got office buildings, and then the first big building on the left is Butech Bliss. It used to be Bliss, I guess, when I was young. How long was it on fire? The next hotspot detector I know of, and I haven't worked the railroad for 26 years, is Sebring, Ohio. So that's like 10 miles, I believe, and that's the one I'm most familiar with. We must have been working around it for some time. The one in Salem, I really never been around much. So Butech Bliss is the big building on your left, and you'll see the jagged roof. Well, I'm not seeing it here. We're going to go over a street. Come on. That way, when we come back, you'll see where the train station was. So, actually, well, it went on fire. It didn't just catch on fire as it goes through the crossing. So, whatever security camera is actually down here. And I'll show you the buildings. And this is like a stone's throw from where my son lives. Okay. Well, there's a Butech Bliss building here, too. And then on the right, you'll see, well, okay. So the video's on this street. See the roof line on the left there, the little jagged roofs? It's usually for ventilation. Back in the old days, light and ventilation. So this is where the video was. So it was on fire going by my street. I got heat rash down here. Back in the 90s, we sunk in a case right around here too. And whatever we dug into, it looked like chalk or talc. So this is what they caught up, but it was on fire going by my street. Okay, we're not going to go wander around. And we got a train coming now. And we'll get a video of him or whatever. So track 1's on the south side, track 2's on our side, north. And this guy is track 2. Normal direction, westbound train. Well, We're going to go wait the crossing on my street. So the video is from here. Like I say, I'll make a turn. You can see this jagged roof building on the right is what that video caught. So it's actually South Broadway, and you're 1 block away from my street. Holy crap. And it was on so they got to check the at least the Sebring hot bearing or box detector. I might go out there tomorrow if I got nothing else to do. I don't know if that's accessible too much. So this was a train station. This is where we worked out whether you're working regular signals. There's 2 old rusted cases we put in. They pulled out and replaced from the 90s. Wire spool reels. They're loading dock over here. And then they put this new building up, and you got probably track department on the right and the signal department's on the left. And our office trailer was just on the right here, near this, and we're on the other side where this boom truck would be, or on our side. And that's a backhoe trailer and everything, and just a newer version of what we had with Conrail. So, wow, look at these. I wonder what's in these things, huh? Liquefied petroleum gas. Holy crap. That's could have caused some trouble. The trouble when I drive my cargo van, I can't look when the railroad's at an angle like this to see if traffic's coming from the back angle. Where we're taught there's empty car haulers. We're taught to look both ways or whatever, but how many times have I taken my Jeep Wagoneer or my Chevy pickup up and down in between the tracks here all the way to Pittsburgh? I've been, and then out west to Mansfield. So they reclassify these in train yards going across the country. They'll pull the train apart and put it back together, and then, it goes, new train being made up. Then they're called hump yards. So it was like one of these gray ones right here in front of us going by that looked like it was on fire. That's it. So trains are pretty damn long, and then there's like a unit at the end, since there's no caboose, that hooks to the air hose. It's 10 seconds after it leaves a crossing, the gates go up. One of the most dangerous things is thinking that there's not another train coming same direction or opposite direction when the first one clears. Oh man, the heat is on too much for David here. So that one's headed Beloit Sebring Alliance, and then out in Alliance it can stay on the line and go out to Worcester and Mansfield, or head to the Cleveland line up toward Lake Erie. So the damn thing went by, and how many people were at a crossing between 8 and 9 o'clock or whenever this thing went by? If it derailed at 9, there had to be enough people at a crossing to see something in flames. So if you see that, I guess you just call 911, since there's no, railroad's not going to give you their number. Call local to police department or something. Like, holy crap, that thing went a long ways. There should be some evidence. And then again, did the bearing just totally disintegrate and derail? How close was it to the front of the train? I'm going to have to get my scanner out and dial in these old frequencies and stuff. I always thought this was further out toward the intersection. So, trucks park here. You got Sugardale, has a meat processing plant right across the street there. So the sound sounds like hickory smoked meats and stuff. All right, so that's South Lincoln up ahead. We're going to get out and wander around on the railroad property. As long as we don't threaten a general, I guess we won't get arrested. Talk to you in a bit. Let's see here. Better put her in park. Shut her down. See you in a bit.